Very disappointing because I mean the lads put a lot into it. You know, they play with 10 men for the majority of the game. You know, over nearly 70 minutes, 75 minutes. They showed a lot of character, played a lot of good stuff, deserved to be 3-1 ahead, and you know, even when they scored the second goal, you know, I felt that we, you know, if we keep 10 men on the pitch, we could win the game. But unfortunately, we probably get involved in something that we shouldn't have done. And but it's easy, you know, to have a go. But you know, when they see Fraser's trying to keep the get the ball back out, and there's 3 or 4 Hearts players trampling over him, so Alan, just goes to get them off him, and then Ryan Stevenson comes from nowhere, and the two of them really don't do a lot. And I think it probably should have been 2 yellow cards, but the referee seen it as red. I've asked to go and see him, and hopefully he'll give me a better explanation, because I don't think both of them should have been sent off. I think if Alan stays on the pitch, we see the game out and still win the game.
Dave, how disappointing is it only to get a draw with that game?
To be honest, it feels like a defeat after you're 3-1 up with, don't know how long there was left, 3-4 minutes to go, and to end up drawing it it's a very tough one to take. But we really need to see games like that out. We shouldn't be drawing that, even with 10 men then eventually 9 men. I still think we were capable of winning the game. I always felt that. Hearts at the bottom of the league for a reason. They're a hard working team, but I always felt that if we kept things tight and defended well enough, we'd get chances and score, and we did score. We scored 3 goals with 10 men, but we still couldn't see it through.
No, obviously at the end there, Alan Manis getting sent off. How did you see that?
There's just boys running about mad in the box. We were trying to keep the ball. They're coming in, and I was standing right beside Alan Stevenson. They've had a hold each other, just kind of about the throat area, but they're not going towards each other, just holding each other off. And they've obviously decided that there's violent conduct both of them. But I think a yellow card would have been a proper decision there for both of them letting go on with it. It's obviously affected us more since it's our goalkeeper. We've made 3 substitutions already, and they've just flung everything into the box towards the end, and it's cost us.
I can't remember the last time I saw like an outfield player going goals. So is it something you guys decide before, that it would be Tam Scobie that would go in goals?
No, we don't decide that. I think if Murray was on, I think he fancies himself a bit of keeper, so he would normally went in. But Scobie just says, I'll go in, and nobody was arguing. He's not a save to make. They fit the crossbar with a header just before that, and then it was a good header for the goal. Maybe we could have defended it better, I don't know, I need to see it again, but Scobie's never had a chance for it, so can hardly blame him.
Just finally, obviously we've got a point today, and just kind of try and look into the game against Partick Thistle this week and try and get the 3 points there. Yeah,
there's a game coming up quickly on Tuesday night, so it's another huge game for us to try and cement a top 6 place, and there's a game in hand, so looking to get the 3 points there and bounce back for this. It feels like a defeat. I know we've still picked up a point, but it definitely feels like a defeat just now.
How impressed have you been by the performances this season of Stevie May?
You've got to be impressed. His goal tally is incredible. He's done it obviously at lower levels with Alloa, then Hamilton, and every level he's been at, he's produced the goods, and he's doing it here. That's 2 hat-tricks he's had in probably in the space of the last month. So his goals have been vital for us, and hopefully a few more players can start chipping in as well though.
How's Murray Davidson?
Not good news. Murray's away to hospital, and we fear he might need an operation in his knee, so that's not good news.
Murray Davidson as well, just it's kind of sad to see him go off like that.
Yeah, it looks a really bad one Murray's got, which I'm gutted for the guy. He plays through all sorts of injuries. He just patches his cell up and goes out there, and it looks as though I don't know exactly what he's done, but what I'm hearing is it's not very good, and could be season over.
Yeah, we've got to pick ourselves up. I mean, we should have won this game. We were the better side, and there's no doubt we should have won it. but you know, we've got to go pick ourselves up and get, hopefully, you know, win away from home. I thought we were excellent today in terms of the number of chances that we created, and you know, Lee Croft was doing really well as well. So I think there's a lot of plus in a day where there's quite a few negatives about the club, because you know, I was unaware Tommy Campbell's been, the kit man's been taken to hospital as well with chest pains. So you know, we're all a wee bit you know, disappointed with the result, but I think, you know, let's hope Tommy's all right, because you know, that puts things into perspective.